Hello my friends, and welcome back to our blind let's play of Zero Time Dilemma. I am the FlightlessBird, and this is your story-based gaming channel. And today we're going to have an awesome video, but before we start out, I want to give a huge shout out to Enter Zero, who really did an amazing job of going back into the old videos and posting saying, hey, did you notice at this timestamp they mentioned Q's identity? Did you notice at this timestamp they mentioned Q's identity? And he basically said that he posted new comments for parts 1, 2, 8, 10, 13, 18, and 25. So that means there are 7 different times in the game where the game tried to tell you about Q and Sean, and I just never got it. So thank you so much, Entra, for that. Also, he told us to go back to just before the twins were born and to look at this screen. And then he said to go and check out the screen after the kids are born. So let me go ahead and do that. So this is what the screen looks like before. So here's the after effect. And what's strange about this is Phi and Q were marked dead on the previous screen, and now they're marked alive because technically they are just born. So yeah, that's really cool. Thank you so much, Intra Zero. Really appreciate, filling in all the gaps that we missed. It's just so nice to have a community like we have. Small as we are, I don't care. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best, just the absolute best, and I couldn't ask for anything better. With that said, I think it's time. My friends. I think it is time. Why is this Latin phrase unknown? Thought we read this. Both love and luck help the bold. Yeah, named Sean. I know we've read this before, but for some reason it's still there. But anyway, let's go to our team select screen. And let us go into Q. Did I load the right game? Hold on, I don't think I loaded the right game. I'll be right back. So this is a gamer pro tip. If you don't know this already, and as someone who's played a lot of old school RPGs, I should know this. Save often. Because guess what? I forgot to save the last time. So I had to basically go through all 3 quit boxes again, which wasn't bad. I mean, I got to see that cool scene between the family hugging each other, which was nice. But I also got to see that weird scene with Carlos going crazy. Anyway, we rolled the dice, and we said that we're gonna do Q's first, then D's, and then C's. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into the story, shall we? Hello my friends, Future FlightlessBird here, and for the second video in about 2 weeks, my audio got desynced from the video. This happened in Chrono Trigger episode 55. So what I did was I went back and re-recorded the story sequence. And what I did was I tried to match up the story sequence re-recording with my commentary. That way the commentary is what you're seeing, but it's also me seeing it for the first time, but you're also getting the full quality of the video. I am going to be switching to another recording program to see if that helps in the future, but I just want to let you know that's what happened. So if there's some distortions in the video, it should be really minor, but if there are some, you know why. I just want to always make sure you guys know what's going on. I love you guys dearly, and enjoy the last video in the Zero Time Dilemma series. Final decision. Ooh, that sounds good. This is why we can't have nice things, because we're constantly breaking them.
I knew it.
Wait, we
looks like the memories we regained are true after all. The 3 wards were all in the same place. Then...
Wait, are all 3 scenes just the same, and that dice rolling we did yesterday has no impact at all?
Carlos!
Akane, Junpei.
And Mira, and Eric.
And you're Sean, right?
Carlos, what happened?
Proof of friendship.
Anyway, what are you guys doing here?
I don't get that scene at all.
According to the schedule, C team and Q team should both still be asleep.
We took a page out of your book and did what you did. We used the cards to keep the bracelet needle from injecting us.
So, does that mean?
Yeah, I remember everything.
I do too. Junpei and I as well.
Over the past few hours, we got back the memories we forgot.
Well, to be more accurate, it's more like we accessed the morphogenetic field and downloaded all of them.
Then you have the other history's memories too?
Yes.
Then you're like us.
But why?
Hold up. Eric and I are different.
Yeah. We didn't gain memories from other histories.
Then neither of you got injected?
No, we're the same as Carlos and the others.
I told them. Maybe I'll start from the beginning. First, so I could run the program in the Force Quit box, I accessed the central control computer. Then, I briefly turned off the communication network. That way, I stopped the surveillance cameras from sending any data to Zero. I didn't want Zero to catch on to what we were doing.
But Zero's been
And
watching the
that's
whole time,
when
right?
Sean let us in on the truth of what's going on here.
We went over to the transporter room and picked up 2 cards. Before the injection, we each slipped one between our wrist and bracelet.
Okay. Now you two make sense.
It's a lot better than aluminum
But
foil,
what
though.
about you, Sean?
Well, you probably already know, but I'm a robot. Being injected does nothing to me.
Then,
Every time the time limit approached, I was forced to go into sleep mode. Then my memories from the previous 90 minutes were deleted. I didn't want that to happen, so... You remember me saying I accessed the computer? Well, I hacked my own system too.
Oh, really?
He said he managed to cancel the force sleep and delete functions.
Smart. What's the other 3?
What about C-Team then?
Yeah.
We couldn't interrupt the surveillance cameras, so we had to be sneaky instead.
Sneaky, sneaky.
First, Carlos pushed me down and climbed on top of me.
He what? It was just an act. I was only pretending to do it.
But why?
Carlos used that moment to whisper in my ear. He said to go to the transporter room and grab the cards in there.
Oh, distraction.
But if I just let her go like that, it'd look suspicious.
Oh.
So Junpei and I stayed behind to get Zero's undivided attention.
I still didn't like it, though.
I casually invited Junpei to the power room.
Yeah, I still don't like it. It's...
You can see the results of our conversation.
I understand, but yeah.
You should have told me what was up.
If I had, then Zero would have figured it out. You look like you'd be a crap actor.
and after that?
We met Akane in the lounge. We hid from the cameras. And each got a card
Oh,
from her.
that's why they went behind. Okay. I understand now.
Sorry, but could I get confirmation on something? Everyone knows what all happened in the other histories, right?
Even you, Mira and Eric?
Didn't Eric say so earlier? Sean told us everything.
So wouldn't we know about her being the heart killer? The heart taker?
Why?
Why what?
The heart
Why
ripper.
do we know about the other histories?
Well, that's probably...
Enter Zero.
You want to know?
Yep, there he is. And he's got a shotgun. Wonderful.
Q? Or maybe it's actually Zero.
You are free to call me by my given name, which is Delta. There's no need to look so threatening. You were the one who named me, Diana.
I was like, what?
It doesn't matter. I shall answer your question. Carlos, Akane, Junpei, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. All 6 of you know that you are shifters, correct? Mm-hmm. Think back on your path to this very moment. Did you arrive in this history by following a normal flow of time? No, of course you didn't. You jumped in from another history using your shift ability.
Not to mention Sigma.
And it wasn't just this once. You have been shifting back and forth many, many times. From one point in space-time to another. You boldly took chances, much like jumping from one tree branch to another. You have forgotten that fact, perhaps as a result of the medicine, or as one of the side effects of shifting. Regardless, your memories have been kept firmly intact within the morphogenetic field. It is simply that the 6 of you regained the memories of those times. One small trigger, and the levee preventing you from remembering collapsed. Sean is a similar case. However, his thought center is located within the quantum computer, so I suppose it's slightly different from you.
What about me and Mira?
You are both like me, in that we do not have the ability to shift.
You don't?
Mm-mm. I have another power instead.
Oh?
The power to mind hack.
What?
Mind hack?
Was he trying to figure out who let out Radical 6?
I am able to read other people's minds. I know the thoughts and ideas that go through their heads. That's why I know exactly what Phi is trying to do right now. Step away from that device, Phi.
Then, when we blocked the injection...
I saw through your ruse.
Then why did you...
I wanted all of you to play the final decision game.
The final decision game?
I find human decisions fascinating. More specifically, the world branching that occurs as a result. I already mentioned that I am unable to shift. But after looking inside millions of minds, I learned one thing. There are people in this world with the ability to jump between histories. That shifters exist. Hence, why I know so much about these parallel worlds.
You did all this because you were curious?
When a person does something significant, it's difficult to boil the reason down to one word. Their motives are often very complex. It is the same now. To fulfill several objectives, it was necessary to trap all of you in here.
So why did you do it?
You want to know?
Yeah?
It is so you give birth to Phi and myself, Diana.
Ah, I called that one. I know I said that earlier, that's the whole reason he did this, is so that he could be born.
What do you mean?
Phi and I are the children of Diana and Sigma.
Phi is...
Wait. They're children?
November 16th, 2029. Phi and I were born in this shelter. This was another history, of course. Shortly after, the atomic data that makes up our bodies was transported to April 1904. The transporter was located in a German research facility at that time. Our bodies reconstructed and regenerated in the export pods at that facility.
But 1904?
But that would mean you're actually...
I'm 124.
What about Phi?
You're joking.
But Phi is...
A German researcher sent her to 2008. Records indicate that she was part of an experiment.
Huh.
You're saying Phi jumped back in time from 2029 to the year 1904, and then forward again to 2008?
Isn't that the first Nonary game?
Technically, what was sent both times was simply the data makeup of Phi's body.
I heard that in 2008, the device was being studied in an American facility.
That's when an old couple who were researchers took me in.
We've gone off topic. But yes, that was one of the major goals. Everything that occurred here helped create Phi and myself.
By the way, this soundtrack is my
And
favorite.
When I say that, I am including all of the other
I love this
histories.
music. It's so pretty.
If I hadn't trapped the group of you here,
You want to be born.
then Phi and I would have never been born in our current forms.
Your current forms?
Sean, you should already know about epigenetics. You see, environmental factors determine which switches are activated within the genetic code. Reproductive cells are the same. Or perhaps I should say that the reproductive cells are the ones most affected.
Oh, I get it. That's why you made Diana and Sigma play the decision game.
What do you mean?
By backing them into a crisis situation, he caused an epigenetic change within their reproductive cells. I think that's why their children were born with unique powers.
Gold Star. This is the reason I have my mind-hacking abilities. Phi was affected as well. You were born a shifter. DT, do you recall what was written on your wall?
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
I don't think we've ever figured that one out.
And rearranging the letters gives you...
No way. What you choose can materialize us.
Oh, our decisions will bring you to life.
Oh.
That is why the decision games were held. So that the Phi and me, here now, would materialize exactly the way we are.
No, but...
Phi doesn't look happy.
Okay, so I get why you had to have Diana and Sigma go through life or death decisions. But the rest of us had nothing to do with...
I already told you. My motives are complex.
What? Wait, there's more?
What?
Fuck you, you goddamn old man!
Fight! No!
No! Oh. I thought he was gonna shoot her. She's not happy. Oh, please don't give Eric the gun. Oh, come on.
It's over.
Can you not give that guy the gun?
May be right.
What?
Diana, take this. Put it in. Your bluebird, too.
It's ready.
Verified. Key items were set. Executing force quit program. 10 minutes until explosion.
Oh, great.
What?
Oh no!
The hell? What is this?
Hey, answer me! What's with that announcement?
Must I explain? This shelter will soon explode. You've worked so hard, only to turn on this facility's self-destruct mechanism.
Sean, access the central control computer.
It's no use. Once the force quit program has been activated, there is no possible way for you to reverse it.
Then what can we do?
I will tell you two good things. First, I suggest checking behind the bar counter.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh. No!
Why would you?
Gab.
Oh my god.
Gab's been...
Why?
Did you kill Gab?
Why?
Yes, with the shotgun you're holding.
John Wick would destroy everyone for
There
that.
wasn't much life left in him anyway.
You monster!
Yeah, I agree.
I never expected to hear that coming from you, Sean.
So what's the other thing? You had two things to tell us.
I have the ability to mind hack,
We already know that.
but I've not told you everything about it. Reading other people's thoughts isn't the only thing I can do with mind hacking. It only lasts a moment, but I am able to control someone's body as I wish. Like this.
Eric? I'm telling you, Eric is the worst person to have a gun.
Eric! Why?
No, for real, my finger just...
Mind hacking.
The alien hand.
Understand now. This is my power. So, let's begin. Your final decision game.
Man, he's really sturdy to be able to survive a shotgun shot.
You have two choices. One, to stay here and wait to die. The other is... The other is...
Great. Just great.
Hey! What's the other option? What's the other option?
Poor Diana just lost her son. I mean, even if it was this crazy person, she still feels it.
5 minutes until explosion.
Well, what should we do?
What about the X door?
And how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed. Or should we start killing each other now?
Mira?
Well, technically, one's already dead, right?
I have an idea.
Come on, Connie.
Which is?
We're going to shift, all of us, together.
Hey, hold on. Like jumping to another history?
But Eric and
I'm sure it will be fine. Remember what I said? Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Oh, yeah. You said if certain conditions are met, we can also...
What are the conditions?
Death?
First, you need to be exposed to danger.
Yeah.
And the other one
That's
is...
what I meant to say.
To be in the vicinity of a group of shifters.
I get it.
We'll resonate, and then Mira and Eric can...
But which history are we going to jump to?
Good question.
None of the similar histories will work. One team is likely to be dead after the vote.
And we can't shift if there are no bodies for us to jump to, right?
Then... we need to jump to where all of us are alive.
I really hope they don't make
We're
me
all
choose.
alive.
If they say, go to the flowchart and choose.
Do you mean...
I would go crazy. Oh, the coin flip. Toss.
The history, where we won the coin toss.
I'd almost forgotten about that.
3 minutes until explosion.
Seemed like such a long time ago.
I'm not sure I get it all, but it's a good idea?
What are you saying? There's no way we could do that.
Why not?
Shift isn't simply jumping into bodies in different histories.
Our consciousnesses swap places. Ours for theirs.
We'll be forcing our other selves into these bodies, and they'll die without knowing why.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
She's so cold.
Well, they're all living without a care off in another history, yeah? One time, they do the coin toss once and win? Don't you think that's unfair?
Mira, you're saying they, but we're talking about ourselves here.
Well, we should consider if those people really are us.
Good point. If we assume that we here are the true versions, then the us in the other history are essentially strangers.
Even more of a reason not to.
If we shift to that history, then we're tossing the others under the bus to save ourselves.
The us in that history have done nothing wrong. I mean, the only thing they did was win at a coin toss.
You could say the same for us. The only thing we did was lose a coin toss. Even so, we've had to go through so much shit. We've been forced to put our lives on the line.
Besides, aren't the bodies in the other histories ours anyway?
Then why should we second guess ourselves?
Huh.
1 minute until explosion.
You gotta make a decision. You gotta make it now.
We're out of time. I'll say it again. We have 2 choices. We can stay here and wait for our deaths, or survive by sacrificing our other selves in another history.
So that's what that bastard meant. The final decision game.
Oh, they're gonna make me choose. Oh, come on. Come on. Normally I don't like to do this because I think it's cheating, but considering I'm commentating, I feel like I have to. So the idea here is we're either killing ourselves to save ourselves, or we're staying behind and everyone dies. The thing is though, we've already shifted many times. So since we've already shifted many times, I mean, we kind of already have done that many times, where we put ourselves into death. But I don't think it's ever been as, you know, it's never been as in our face as it is now. Hey, you are literally killing someone to save yourself. It's, you know, these ethical decisions in these games are just mind-blowing. What I think I'm gonna do is, I don't think I could say let's not shift, because we've already done it many times. Is that ethically right? I don't know. I just know that it's something that we've done. It's what we've done before. And the thing is, the people who are leaving the shelter don't know the truth about what happened in this game. We would. So we'd be able to react from it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do the opposite choice. Normally my choice is always the first choice, but considering I think we're all about to die if we do nothing, I think it's better if we let that one play out first, or we just don't press anything. I have no idea what pressing nothing did. Did we say we were going to shift or not shift? I don't know based on just doing nothing. No, I think we're shifting. Or are we not? Either way, that's a huge explosion. I don't think we shifted, but I like how they looked at each other and they smiled and they're like, yeah, we made the right choice here. C team subject report, trophy earned. Upon decision, all sections cleared. Q team subject report, trophy earned. D team subject report, trophy earned. So it looks like you didn't need to necessarily decide one or the other. They were all the same. So that coin toss I did yesterday meant absolutely nothing, but still, it's still a nice way to end this series by doing the coin toss. All right, let's go back into this. Oh, don't shift. Okay, well, apparently the shift is not even on the screen. Hold on, let me go back. Let's look at the flowchart. Heads or tails, win, payoff. Nope, it's not even on the screen. This game, the flowchart is still a lie. You gotta love it. All right, let's go back here. Oh, this game was so good. Okay, so this confirms that the choice doesn't matter because we're getting the blue fast forward button, which means we've already seen this, which means, yep, it's already done. All right, time to shift, you guys. No, I'm not waiting for 1 second to decide this time. No fooling around here. We're just going for it. Fragment? Wait, what? Ah! Okay. I was about to say, I was about to lose it there. Okay. Tricky, tricky, tricky. They make you think there for a second. They make you think. Payoff 2. Because the other one was called Payoff. Nevada Desert, decom. 12/31/2020 at 12:06.
Me neither.
Neither can I.
It somehow feels like I made a bet with someone, but...
Wait for it.
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Did we all forget what happened?
Hey, could I ask all of you something? Who is this kid?
Here we all come.
Did we do it?
I think we did it.
We're not wearing the bracelets, so I don't know the time. But
Judging by the position of the sun, it's probably noonish.
Oh, she's got the
And
butch
the
on.
date?
How would I know?
Hey, Mira. Eric. Do you remember me?
Yeah.
I definitely remember you.
Then we really did.
Must have worked.
I'm waiting for
Life
Zero.
is unfair.
Yep, there he is.
Don't you think?
Hey, Gab's alive. That's good.
You bastard.
17 years ago, a snail
not
traveled
another
down
snail.
a narrow path in the park. If that snail hadn't been there, perhaps all of you here would have lived a completely different life than you did. Just one small snail, and everyone's lives, even the world, changed.
So, what's the big deal?
Would you just quit talking nonsense?
Aww.
I'm so glad you were safe.
Of course, it goes to Diana.
Of course we were. You all have shifted in from another history.
Whatever. We gotta call the cops.
And what exactly will that accomplish?
Isn't it obvious? We're throwing you in the slammer.
And my crime?
Murder.
Murder? I see. But I haven't killed anyone. Specifically, in this history, not a single person has died. I strongly doubt the police would listen.
But in the other histories, you...
Did you not pay attention? I don't have the ability to shift. The only reason I know anything of those histories is because I mind-hacked you. In effect, the me you know is a different person than the one before you. Can I be charged for killing someone in another history? If so, then I'd say this world would be full of criminals of all kinds.
What about conspiracy to commit?
Yeah. I'm betting this history's got a bunch of dangerous machines and gimmicks all over the shelter.
Unfortunately, I have removed them all. You've slept for quite a while. Nothing is left in the shelter. No transporter, no quantum computer. Loaded into a truck and taken away. Sean is able to move right now due to radio signals received from a satellite. What? Aren't you happy? I say again, in this history, not a single person has died. Phi and I exist, and there will never be an outbreak of Radical 6.
Wait, we stopped it?
There is only a bright future ahead for all of us. Is this not what you'd call a happy end?
What about the atomic attacks? That killed like 8 billion people. Or was he just make that up? We got an unreliable narrator, so...
According to you, all of mankind will die if time passes and nothing is done.
A religious fanatic, a terrorist attack that sparks a nuclear war.
I heard this story.
Yeah, that one.
You said you released Radical 6 so that you could kill that person.
With a 75% chance.
The me before you did not say that, but I can't deny it's true.
Radical 6 won't spread throughout the world in this history.
That means that fanatic guy won't die.
Wait, so now humans will go extinct?
Hey, where's that happy future you mentioned?
Interesting. Does that make you angry, Phi?
What?
If so, then we have a serious contradiction. I had prepared a future in another history where 2 billion would survive. But yet, you decided to jump to this history. That means you chose a future where humanity goes extinct, over 6 billion dead.
No, you're wrong, Delta. Nothing in the future has been determined yet. We'll shape the future with our own hands.
Huh. You said something I can get behind, Carlos.
Heck yeah.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, me too.
Mira.
You're right. The future has infinite possibilities.
If we work together, we can accomplish anything.
Humanity's gonna die out? Screw that.
We'll definitely change that horrible future.
Don't
What's
laugh at
so
us.
funny?
Just that.
What the hell do you mean?
I'm sure I told you in another history that my motives are complex.
Yes, you did.
Imagine, what if none of you had experienced the events that occurred in the shelter? You're so determined now to change the future.
But that wouldn't have happened.
One of the goals of all of this was to get you into that frame of mind. It's all going according to plan, without a single casualty. I created a future where mankind will be saved. Does that upset you? Are you angry that your life was played with? Very well. I will give all of you one last choice.
Can we not give Eric the gun, please?
With that gun there, you will be able to choose whether to kill me now or allow me to leave. I promise I won't use mind hacking on you. You are free to decide. Which shall it be? Pull the trigger or let me go.
I'm not playing your game.
The fates of you, me, and mankind are all on the line. This is the decision game.
No, don't play his game. Don't play his game. Mountain of Knowledge, trophy earned. Whoa, wait a second. That's the credits music. No, wait a second. Game. You and I need to have serious words, okay? I can't fast forward through the credits. Game. Okay, look, you don't do that to someone. That's not fair. You don't, put something like that on someone's shoulders and then roll credits that are unskippable to make us wonder about what's going to happen next. So let's see, I theorized that Zero was brother. And I was right. But then I took it a step further, and I theorized that brother was Ace from 999, which I was wrong. So I kind of got that 50-50, I think. When the kids were born, I did say that one of the reasons for this game to occur was so that the kids would be born. And that came true. But I don't think I was right on, like, anything else. No, I don't think I was right on anything else. This game just played me like a fiddle. And I go back to what I said at the beginning of this video with Entra pointing out to me, you know, all the times where they made reference to Q, not Sean, but to Q. And I must say that was really well done. Like, super well done. And I don't think any of the other games had a shock moment like that. It's sort of like what I said before, where 999 was sort of like, well, we really don't know how to really make this type of game, so we're going to throw in, you know, puzzles and story and just let it play out. And then Virtue Last Reward was more of, okay, we're gonna take what 999 did and expand upon it by twice the amount, and we're gonna have a constant mix between story and progression and story and escape and story and escape and story and escape. And then this game basically said, okay, well, we've done story, we've done escape, what if we just make the whole thing confusing? And instead of having a tree that you could rely on, the tree just messed with your head. And because of that, you could never really trust what was going on. And because the drugs took away your memory, you were as confused as the characters in the game. And I must say that, you know, a lot of people told me coming into this game that this game was not as good as the other two. It was still worth playing, but it wasn't as good as the other two. And after playing this game, and we still have hopefully a little bit more to go, because if we don't, I'm gonna rage. Like, I am going... Now, I just got a brand new PS5, and I can't throw the controller across the room, unfortunately, because I don't want to break my brand new controller, but I will absolutely rage if this is the ending. However, I must say I really, really, really enjoyed this game. Really enjoyed it. And did I enjoy this game more than Virtue Last Reward? I don't think that's true. I think Virtue Last Reward is unequivocally the best game in this series. But I would put this game up with 999. I don't know right now like which one's better, but I think this game is easily up there with 999. This game was well done. Chime, you did a great job. Atlas, Spike Chunsoft, I love you guys. Awesome job. But there's got to be more, right? There's got to be more. If there's not more, I'm gonna go crazy. It's thanks to the support of our fans this project was completed. We thank you from the bottom of our heart. Zero Time Dilemma staff. I swear, game. I swear. The final decision. Trophy earned. CQD N2. Shifter. Trophy earned. Point side. All sections cleared. Save here. Okay. 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 Is that how it ends? Because if that's how it ends, that's a pretty disappointing end, just to, you know, just to say... Fast forwarding. Fast forwarding. Beautiful music. No, there's got to be more. No, how can you do this to me? I hate you, game! But I love you at the same time. So apparently that is the actual ending, and I raged a lot. I'm a bit more calm now. I went online to try to see, hey, is there something else after? And no, I could not find anything. There is a question mark here that I did not fulfill though, and this does bug me. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this. But as far as the cinema notes, we still have a few notes. So let's go ahead and read these, shall we? The other Phi. Baby Phi was indeed transported from 1904 to 2008, but a Phi also remained in 1904. Whatever happened to that Phi? Rumor is she became a brilliant scientist and worked at a research facility in the US well into her hundreds. The facility was researching the transporter, and that's where the Phi from 1904 is sent. Wait, did Phi, old Phi, raise young Phi? Wow, that just blew my brain. Post payoff, Colors 1. The day is bright and clear. A girl in a white dress strolls along the beach, the wind tossing her long blonde hair playfully. Up until a half year ago, she had been confined to her bed. Carlos's eyes still tear up every time he sees her smile. Come on, Carlos. You don't always have to help me. That's the point of my rehab. Ah, you're right. Sorry, Maria. Carlos brushes her hair out of her face. It's definitely not the summer sun that's making him act out of sorts. It's the fact that his sister is here standing before him. Maria grins up at him. What would Akane and Junpei say if they saw you being all fussy like this? It's fine. They understand how important you are to me. Both you and Junpei put your lives on the line. Oh, that was a different history. But going through that means we know how to treat reverie syndrome. I can't believe we have the ability to jump through space-time. I'm just glad you're able to control it now. It's all because Carlos met Akane and Junpei that Maria was able to recover. He wishes he could show them just how well she's doing. I guess it's only fitting that, considering this is a visual novel game, the game should end with actual novel-like stories. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Post-payoff Carlos 2. You're thinking about them right now, aren't you, Carlos? What makes you say that? Because you're smiling. Carlos just closes his eyes as his conscious smile turns fond. They're just about your age. Kind of feels like I gained a brother and another sister. You are going to the wedding, aren't you? Yeah, and you're coming with me. But there is something Carlos needs to do first. Back when the three of them parted ways. I'll be waiting to hear word from you when you locate that terrorist. Carlos held his right hand out toward Akane and Junpei, and the other two grabbed onto it with their own. There was no way of knowing if Delta was telling the truth, but if he was, one fanatic would kill off all of humanity. Akane and Junpei vowed to find this person, and Carlos offered to help. He could still feel the strong bond between the three of them, their hands clasped together tightly. Suppose I better get used to talking more before the wedding, huh? Holding her hair out of her face, Marie reaches out to her brother, who takes her hand in his, and they continue walking down the beach. The same blue sky above the stretches over her friends Carlos knows he can rely on. Akane and Junpei 1. Junpei sits upon a white sofa somewhere within the secret location of Crash Keys, twiddling a pen and sighing. What else should I say? Laying on the table in front of him is a half-written letter. Suddenly, Akane pops up behind him. What are you doing, Junpei? She carefully teases. Yeah! Junpei dives for the letter, but she snatches it from his fingers and begins reading. Let's see. Carlos, without you, Akane and I would have never gotten together. Thank you. Is this an invitation to the wedding? No, it's most definitely not. He makes a grab for the paper, but Akane quickly moves it out of his reach. It's just a progress report, Junpei mutters. Okay, yeah, I mentioned the wedding, but the date hasn't been set yet. I made a promise to you and your brother. We wouldn't get married until we dealt with the fanatic. Akane's face flushes bright red. She hastily hides her face behind the letter and goes back to reading. I'd like nothing more than to get the approval and blessing of our old friends, and those of you we met 6 months ago. Eyes wide, Akane glances up at Junpei. He avoids her gaze, awkwardly scratching the back of his head. You know, there's a history where I keep searching for you. Even after I'm old and craggly, it still exists out there somewhere. And when I think of that, a sharp pain jolts through Junpei's face. Akane is pinching his cheek. Ow, that hurts. What are you doing? To prove to you that this isn't a dream, Akane giggles. You still can't believe we're together like this? Junpei shakes his head. You changed a lot, Junpei. A half a year ago, you were never this honest. It's like, how do I describe it? Like a dream? Huh? Junpei leans in and quickly pinches Akane. Oh, now you've done it. She darts forward and goes after Junpei with both hands, getting in a pinch whenever she can, and Junpei does the same. Once they start laughing, it's very hard to stop, and they keep going on until they're out of breath. I guess this is all thanks to Carlos too. That's why I'm writing that thank you letter. On Akane's left hand, a ring glitters on her ring finger. So it's good to know that the two got married, or the two are going to get married. I know Alphamate was raging that he wanted them to get together before the end of the game. And we see that, yeah, they did get together. So that's really cool. Last three, Sean, Eric, and Mira. 1. Hey Mira, how you feeling? Are you lonely? Come on, Eric. You visited last week. Eric smiles wryly and reaches out to Mira with his left hand. Mira does the same, and their hands with matching silver rings align on either side of the plexiglass window. I brought a new guest to see you today. Eric shifts his side and a head pops into view. You're? Hi, Mira. Long time no see. It's Sean, right? Yep, I'm happy you remembered. Behind Mira, the sun is shining through an iron-barred window, lightening up the visitor room. It's been a long time, Sean. It's good to see you. The smile that appears on her face is real. Mira no longer needs to plaster on a fake one. When I heard you turned yourself in, I was really surprised. Eric was the one who convinced me. Said I should pay for my sins so we could be together. So that's why he got married in jail. Eric ducks his head shyly. Are you sure you're okay with this? Mira asks. He looks at her in confusion. So Eric and Mira got together as well, and she turned herself in. Wow, that's a really happy ending. Don't you regret marrying me? I did carve your heart out in another history. Isn't that what you said, Sean? Yeah, you did. Eric looks Mira straight in the eye. I've already told you this a bunch of times. I forgive you, no matter what happens. Besides, you haven't killed me in this history yet, right? Yet. Mira's lips twist wryly. But the Heart Rippers killed people already. So many. Sean, stop it. Eric turns angrily on Sean, and Mira's face falls into a frown, but Sean continues speaking. You turned yourself in, Mira, but that doesn't mean you paid for all the crimes you did. I doubt the family and friends that were left behind would forgive you, even if you were put on death row. There's no way you can clear your sins here. Mira grits her teeth. But there is a way to clear them. Well, not what you've already done, technically. I'll have to pay for those your whole life. That will never change. But maybe you can in another universe. Suddenly, Sean's fist crashes through the plexiglass window. Ah! Mira jumps backward, while Eric is frozen in shock. What are you? Eric can't even finish speaking before Sean moves. Jumping through the broken window, he kicks the outside of the wall of the visitor room, causing it to crumble and reveal a giant hole. An alarm immediately starts blaring, and police officers rush into the room, but Sean darts forward and takes them all down in a blink of an eye. He holds his hand out to Mira. Let's go. Go where? I know where the transport is being stored. You're saying we should go change history? Eric finally stutters. Sean nods. To stop young Mira from committing murder. Mira, I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can clear your sins. Mira stares out through the hole in the wall, at the horizon extending beyond. Aww. So it looks like we did get some happy endings. However, we still don't know if they were able to stop the terrorists. And there's still this stupid question mark that I need to find. When I was trying to find if this was the actual ending or not, I did see a note saying that the producers said that this happened in 2019. He said it could happen that they make a fourth Zero Escape game. And if they did make a fourth Zero Escape game, I can only imagine it would be about stopping or finding the terrorists. And I, for one, would really like to see that game. I know a lot of people talk about, hey, there's so many plot holes, and who cares? Like, seriously, just enjoy the game. I mean, you don't need to be overly critical on games. Just sit back and enjoy the story. And I loved the story. I thought it was wonderful. I thought the ending, while anticlimactic in a way, was still nice that they were able to give us ending sign here. so we know, I'm sorry, down here. So we know what happened to Junpei and Akane. We know what happened with Carlos and how his sister was able to get better. And we also know that Mira may have been able to not be the heartless, heart ripper person that she was. So I'm really happy for that. Now, before we end this series, there's one thing I gotta do. And that is, I gotta find out where this question mark is. So I will be right back as soon as I find out. Oh, something's on the floor. There we go. All-Seeing Wisdom trophy earned. It's as simple as just picking up one card on the floor. Zero Escape trophy earned. The platinum. Strike. Yep, that was the very last thing we had to do with this game. Alright, my friends, my name is the FlightlessBird, and this is your story-based game channel, and we have successfully completed, as of this moment, all of the Zero Escape games. And I, for one, enjoy them from top to bottom, and I thank you so much. And there's just so many people I want to give a shout out to, but I can't because there's too many people. But people like AlphaMate for his wonderful comments. If you've never seen AlphaMate comment watching a video, go back and look at the comments. He does a wonderful job. Dio, Rebecca, Entra Zero. Oh, there's just too many people, and I just want to say thank you to everyone. Ashenda, Pyrmist, one of my good friends as well, who I got addicted to this game, and then that was a mistake because I got her addicted when we were playing the first game, and she beat all 3 games in like a week. So she's been ragging on me about finishing up the series, and oh, this has been so much fun. Even though this series is complete, we still have a lot more that is coming to this channel. The next game that we're going to be playing is either going to be Your Turn to Die or the Insomnia Files. the Somnium Files, sorry. Your Turn to Die, I don't want to play until it's complete. And I believe they have one more update until it's complete. So we may have to play the Somnium Files first. We also got some great suggestions on some games to play. One from the wonderful Entra Zero. He suggested a game to us by the creators of this game. And said it's worth it. It's got a great story. And that's something that I'm looking forward to play as well. So stay tuned for that one. Let's see what else. We have Ace Attorney Trilogy coming as well soon. And we'll be playing the Ace Attorney Trilogy once we get through the Somnium Files. And hopefully, by the time we get through done with those Somnium Files, we'll also have Your Time to Die up as well. Before we start the Somnium Files, though, I'm going to take about a week off. And I want to try to put together some videos if I can. Basically, celebrating this series, you know. Ranking all the participants in the Nonary game, for example. I would like to do a video like that where I talk about my favorite characters, you know, my favorite puzzle rooms. You know, those are things that I would like to do. I don't know if I can do them. I'm still new at YouTube, but at the same time, I think that would be a lot of fun. Go ahead, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like the videos, please. But if you made it this far, tell me in the comment box below, who are your top 10 favorite characters in this series? You know, just stick with the top 10 or even a top 5. Who were your favorite characters in this series? And if you want, give me a bottom 5. So if you do a top 5, give me a bottom 5. If you do a top 10, you know, still give me a bottom 5. Who are the ones you like the most? Who are the ones you like the least? I would love to know your thoughts. I really mean that. And I don't know what else to say. We're done. So long. Farewell. I love you guys greatly. And until next time, take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.